When we began taking this class, many of us were like that of a seed, unknowing of what lay ahead. As we dove into the tasks of the class, we saw our knowledge and understanding of the many cultures in the world around us grow. With the help of Dr. Kassabaum and our classmates, we embarked on the journey of developing our perspective and opening our eyes to the cultural issues we experience each day. As a tree grows with care and nurture, so did our minds. Let's dive into our journey, beginning with the first monumental experience in the class.
I first learned of Project Implicit because of required participation in class. I found this test incredibly valuable and worthwhile to help people work towards a better society where more individuals can feel equal. I later learned at a college speech tournament that this test was part of a larger experiment to see if our unconscious biases could be changed. Learning about this experiment prompted thoughts about how unconscious bias should be combated around the world. Should it be viewed as a medical issue in which individuals get treatment, or should one have to exercise their own practice to dissolve their bias? I believe the latter, and therefore have been prompted to make conscious choices about how I judge people based off physical appearances.
Our heritage is a unique knowledge, set of values, and traditions that have been passed down to us. Heritage is a sense of identity that is unique and special to everyone. Along with doing the Heritage Project in this class, I grew and learned a little more about myself. I gained a sense of identity from studying my heritage that helps me explain who I am. I learned along the way, too, that no one can take this from me. It is unlike property passed down from ancestors that can be lost. The past is something that is easy to forget, but by doing projects like this, it makes sure that our heritage does not get lost. Doing this project made me realize who I am and gave me a greater appreciation for the people who made the traditions in my life.
The Media Watches gave us a place to better express our feelings and opinions with others in a safe environment. Being able to choose our own topics and educate the class on something that is important to us gave us a new way to learn about what exactly is happening in the world today. I came into each Media Watch discussion with a somewhat open mind. While I still had my own opinions, I was willing to learn about those of others in my class. I was able to learn about things that I had no idea was happening. Because of this, I feel like I have become more educated about the world and different types of diversities.
Starting the Joel Spring book, I looked at it as only an assignment. The farther I got into the book, the more I started to imagine myself in their shoes and tried to put myself in the situation the people were facing. They say reading is like making your own movie, and this movie was one I wish was on screen. The way my eyes were opened to the discrimination in education and employment was appalling. As we discussed in class, I feel that the topics, especially of the hardships the immigrants faced, should be introduced earlier. If we are exposed to diversity and what was done in the past, issues on college campuses and in the workplaces wouldn't be as severe as they are today.
It can be very difficult to go out of one's comfort zone. It is something I personally do not do very often. Being forced to do something I wouldn't necessarily do taught me a lot about myself and my surroundings. It made me pay more attention to the things going on in the world. Attending a Messianic Jewish Mass was something I would not have done if it weren't for this class. It made me not only appreciate where my beliefs come from, but also help me understand others' personal beliefs and faith. If people can see and experience others' foundations, the world would be a better place.
Book clubs have taught us a list of lessons. First, being in groups with classmates teaches you to expand your comfort zone and express our thoughts with Book clubs have taught us a list of lessons. First, being in groups with classmates teaches you to expand your comfort zone and express our thoughts with what could be total strangers. It also helps with teamwork skills as you're finishing the project with your group members and aid your public speaking skills as you present it. Within the project, Book clubs have taught us a list of lessons. First, being in groups with classmates teaches you to expand your comfort zone and express our thoughts with what could be total strangers. It also helps with teamwork skills as you're finishing the project with your group members and aids your public speaking skills as you present it. Within the project, lessons such as racial and social justice are portrayed as we are shown racial inequality through a series of very personal stories in our book. These stories showed us firsthand encounters of young individuals facing racism in the U.S. and our history, and is used to show examples of things we need to remove from our current society. It helps you realize that the reality of racism, even if it does not affect you directly, is happening. Through this challenging yet exciting course, we have seen individual growth as well as a greater network amongst our class members. Remember to always be proud of who you are and considerate of those around you. for we're each growing as our own tree in the forest of the world.